going to bore you with a lot of extra details, but I want you to be informed of your rights when it comes to this credit game. Hey y'all, it's Kiwanis, your credit advisor. Thank you so much for being here with me for another video. What I want to share with you today are the 5 major acts that have protection levels and some rules set in place to help protect us when it comes to how our credit is reporting and what kind of information can get reported to the credit bureaus. So let's get to the first one, which is the Fair Credit Reporting Act. This allows you to know who requested and received your credit report covering the last 2 years. It requires a lender that denies your credit based on information in your credit report to provide the contact information and of the credit reporting agency that provided the credit information. If you have applied recently for credit, whether it's a mortgage, auto loan, credit card, whatever you apply for, you should receive something in the mail that not only discloses your credit score, but also the credit reporting agency that provided that information. This happens even if you're not denied credit, but it's required if you are denied. The Fair Credit Report Act also says that you're entitled to a copy of your credit report if an application for your credit is denied. This act also allows you to dispute any inaccurate information and allows you to add an explanation to your credit report if there's an unresolved dispute. Next is the Fair and Accurate Credit Transaction Act. This allows you to see your credit report every year for free from each of the 3 major credit reporting bureaus. So that's Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. And you may also purchase a credit score, quote unquote, at a reasonable fee, as well as information about how your credit score is calculated. The third major act that I want to talk about is the Equal Credit Opportunity Act. This act prohibits discrimination based on sex, race, color, marital status, religion, national origin, age, or receipt of public assistance. For this reason, none of those things are listed on your credit report. It also says that it gives you the right to know why your credit is denied and limit the type of information that can be requested about you or your spouse. The Fair Credit Billing Act establishes procedures and allows correction for mistakes related to credit billing or electronic transfer statements. And this applies only to credit cards or other open-ended credit revolving. The last act is the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. This is where all your debt collection questions will get answered. This act was put in place to eliminate abusive debt collection practices by third-party debt collectors. There are some rules set forth, like collectors can only contact you between the hours of 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. where you're located. Collectors can only contact you if your employer, they can't contact you if your employer disapproves. The law protects us from harassment by debt collectors. Debt collectors are not allowed to lie or make false claims against us as a consumer. The act requires that collectors identify themselves when they contact you, and they must provide certain information about the debt and your rights. And finally, the law requires debt collectors to cease contact attempts if you make a request in writing. I want to end this video with a couple of tips and suggestions to help you when it comes to your credit. I do want to encourage you to go to yourcreditreport.com and take a look at what's getting reported. If it's not accurate, dispute it and ask for it to be removed or updated. Thank you so much for watching this video, and stay tuned for our next video where we'll help guide you through another important topic in this credit game. Until next week, stay tuned. Until next week, stay well. Until next week, stay well.